Yes, it is, well, almost just barely still morning. Good morning. Welcome to Grumpy Sheep Happy Llama. We are coming to you from Eastern Ontario, Canada. And this is the day after Stitch North. So if we look tired,
Hungover.
we're tired.
Hungover and cross-stitching.
Yes, because there was no alcohol involved, but we're just exhausted. But we had so much fun. Anyway, I am Robin.
I'm Sylvie.
And welcome to our channel. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about knitting, but mostly about our weekend.
Yes, our weekend at Stitch North, and we thought if we had time to go over charts or works in progress that we may have going as well. So yeah. Usual spiel, we talk about what we wear. We're not really wearing anything knitted or cross stitch or sewn. We have knit-alongs happening right now. We have stash down, so knit everything or knit things that are from your stash to help you bring down your stash. That's happening all year long. We also have spin the bin, so for you spinners out there or new spinners, if you would like to try, grab some fiber that you have in your stash as well, put them in your bin and try to spin that bin as much as you can. Again, it's an all year thing, I believe, right?
Yes,
so
yes it is.
I think that's it for our knit-alongs or spin-alongs.
Oh, we also have the continuation of our 12 cast-ons.
Yes.
So it's just finishing whatever you cast on previously, and that happens annually. And you can get some information from our previous podcast that we have about the 12 cast-ons.
Yep.
And anyway, it's just a continuation of knitting those things that you cast on to get you set up for the year. A lot of people are finished many of their 12 cast-ons,
Wow.
which is impressive. I've only finished one, but I'm
I
working
don't even
on...
think I finished one.
No, but I have a few. Anyway, it's the whole year to do it, and then
Yeah.
we start over again in the late fall.
Usually it's, well, the 12 days of Christmas, so between Christmas and New Year's, so
Okay, beginning of
January.
winter.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so we'll start again, and it'll be, I will choose better, or anyway.
Smaller projects?
No, not smaller, just that I didn't take into consideration the things that I wanted to make for my trip that's coming up in the fall, so then I had to add extra things, and then my 12 cast-ons are kind of being ignored.
But were you aware at that time you were going on
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I knew.
I couldn't remember.
I guess it just seemed too unreal, but anyway.
Yeah.
So poor planning on my part, but oh well.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have any finished objects, do you?
No.
Okay.
I have a almost finished object.
Yes, you do. Looks like a big cat.
Aw, you hurt his feelings.
Oh, poor thing.
Poor thing.
Okay, then we'll go into our works in progress. I only have 2 little works in progress. What are your works in progress?
Well, I'll show you the carrot in the room. Thank you, Sylvie.
You showed me a picture of
I
it,
did.
and you said he's huge, and in my mind I was like, it's a carrot.
He's huge. Is that?
Yes.
It's about 12 inches high, I
But
think.
it's going to be cute.
Thank you. And he's got soybeans in his butt.
Nice.
So it's all fine and dandy unless you get his butt wet. Then he'll start to sprout. So I realized that was the bad thing about putting beans in my gnome butts. But so keep them dry. But this is the one for the auction house for the Heritage Breed Society. So that's his body. And I have a beard. I have bits. I have a beard I haven't sewn on yet. So there's the beard.
And these are from what you spun from the sheep that they were
a Shropshire, which is a rare breed in Canada. So I spun the fleece, Shropshire fleece, and dyed it with Kool-Aid. And there's an arm, there's a nose, and I still have 2 feet to do. But after I was done the nose, it was like I don't want to cast on for feet.
Oh, he's gonna have feet too.
He's gonna have feet too. Yeah. So anyway, so I have a little bit more bits to do. Today is the 28th. It's a voting day in Canada. So
go vote.
Yeah. So anyway, I still have until tomorrow. No, 2 days. 2 more days
to finish your gnome.
Finish my gnome. Yeah.
Okay.
For the year-long gnome along by Imagine Landscapes.
And then you're gonna send it off to
Whoever the winner is for the auction. So I guess I keep it and I send photographs to the organizer, and then I guess the winner will. I guess they pay for the shipping.
Cool.
Which is nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. So that's what I have for that.
Okay, my other whip is still those. I'm gonna call them my all sorts socks.
Yeah.
Because that's what it makes me think of. So on our way down to Toronto or Brampton, Ontario to Stitch North, I was able to get more done, and I have a heel. So I use the fish lip kiss heel on this one here. So I've used all the colors. I'm going to start again with this one here to do the foot until it's at the length that I want, and then use this color for the toe. So yep, that's coming along pretty good. These are with Cactus Yarn, her Party Light pack. They're little minis like this here. And I'm knitting on 2.5.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good. So this is one of my 12 cast-ons, luckily.
Oh, so you're working on it.
Yeah, so this is my other leg for my tights that I'm making to go away on my trip. And that's where I was last time. And I'm up here now. And I'm now doing the increases for the inner thigh, which is, I guess, here. So anyway, I worked on this in the car drive as well. Yeah. So it was a long drive. Yeah.
To go, not so much. To come back, because I think we were tired.
We were so tired. I can barely keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
If our voices sound a bit rough, it's because we've been talking non-stop and laughing so hard all weekend. So we apologize for our decrepit state.
or low energy.
Yeah.
Okay, the other one, so on our way to Brampton, of course, we took Highway 7, and there's a nice little yarn shop in Peterborough, so we thought, you know, why not? We're there. So I found the West Yorkshire Spinners, their signature. This is the Wood Pigeon colorway. And I thought, oh, that's pretty for my mom. And I know she likes this kind of yarn for socks. So in the car, I cast it on, and this is, oh, and then I had to get some needles too. So, because I cast it on, and I'm doing the heel. I just turned for the heel, so I decided to do a heel flap with this one here.
Oh, okay, so slip stitch heel.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, yes.
Good. Yeah, I wanted to make leggings for my trip as well, and I had thought originally I would spin my own yarn to make my leggings. It's the Set A Style leg warmer pattern free from Skein Deer Knits, but let's face it, we're running out of time.
Yes.
So I thought, okay, well, we're in this store, I'll support a local business, local to Peterborough.
Local, yeah. And it was called Needle in the Haystack?
Yeah, Needle in the Hay.
Or Needle in the Hay.
Or Needles in the Hay, I guess it was plural.
Okay.
Yeah,
a cute name.
It is. So I bought enough of Lore.
Yeah, that's nice.
And this color is the main color, and then this for the contrast. And I might also make some matching knits. We'll have to see. Because of course I'm going to make the woolly cat for my toque.
Yes.
But that's for the leg warmers to help with that. Oh, there's my needles, 28.
Oh.
I also bought size 28 needles for cross stitch.
Just to show real quick too, I also bought this skein of yarn for myself from West Yorkshire Spinners, this beautiful colorway, which is a wildflower. Yeah.
Very beautiful. I have other stuff. Oh, I should paint. I have my other stuff I've been working on, like my Sandport pullover. I'm trying to do an inch a day on that. My vest, Ethel vest in the chartreuse. It's lace work. It takes me almost an hour and a half to do 4 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah, and there are 2 rest rows in there. So it's the lace work that takes a while, but it's really nice. So I'm trying to do, of course, obviously for the weekend I'm behind, but what I'm trying to do is an inch a day on my Sandport, an inch a day on my tights, 4 rounds a day on my Ethel vest, and then I cast on for the vest for the Fair Isle V sweater. I think I showed it last episode.
Can I just ask, with your chartreuse one, you said that you're doing 4 rounds. How many, does that give you close to an inch or like a half inch? Like, just out of curiosity, do you know?
I have no idea. Maybe it's a half an inch or maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure.
Curious to know.
Yeah, I didn't want to look.
Okay.
Because then you feel like you're making no progress.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this particular vest pattern is not with corrugated ribbing. They have 2x2 ribbing, and then you just make stripes, kind of like with the sock patterns from Saltwater Knits. They just have like the main color and then a couple of stripes and then the main color again. But I really like corrugated ribbing. That's what feels like Fair Isle to me. So that's what I'm doing. Oh. And this is in my Star Trek bag. So I'm not going to show the other knitting projects that we have because I have, well, you'll see them.
Well, show your purple one because you showed spun.
I didn't show it working?
No.
Oh, I thought I had.
No.
Okay, so there's the vest, the hand spun vest with the hand dyed.
See, it's turning out really nice. You were worried with the white. It gives like a little pizzazz to it. I think it looks really nice.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have enough to make a vest for me with the yarn that I had from my friend. So that's what I have done there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So yeah, we have a lot to talk about, so we didn't want to keep you for hours and hours as we try to figure out where to start with the whole Stitch North weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, before we start that though.
Yeah, spinning. I don't have any spinning, but
I have 5 skeins, or 4, that's 4. I can't even count. 4 skeins
too many
done.
Too much counting on the weekend, sorry.
4 skeins of my sweater spin or my combo spin.
Nice.
So it's good. It's turning out different. It's not turning out as blue as I had hoped.
Oh, I think it is, with a bit of pink.
Thanks.
And green.
But I was hoping for like
more of
a blue. So it's got a lot of sand color going through it. But anyway, it is what it is. So there you go.
All right. Stitch North.
Wow.
Yeah. We've been to knitting retreats, knitting festivals, but I don't know if it was because it was just all new period for us. It was something. It was.
And I was saying, I
in a good way.
Yeah. They opened the doors Friday morning, and I felt like I was getting close, like it was really overwhelming. Not quite an anxiety attack, but that kind of like strong overwhelm. And I thought, this is stupid, because I can go into any yarn festival and I have no problem. And that's kind of what this was, only with cross stitch, but then there were also like 300 people. And anyway, I don't know what it was. I think it's because it was cross stitch and I'm not as familiar with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. But oh my God. So we got to Brampton, we went to the wrong hotel. We went to the right name of the hotel, but we went to the one with the airport. We said, oh my God, next year we should just fly it and then we can walk across the street to the hotel.
When we get in the hotel, it's like, where are the stitchers? Because you didn't see anyone stitching, because you could see on the post that, oh, we're here, we're stitching in the lobby and stuff. I'm like, there's no one in the lobby. Where are they?
Yeah, it turns out we were at the wrong, was it Marriott? Courtyard Marriott?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it was the wrong one. We had to go to the one in Brampton. We were in the one in Toronto.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, yeah.
Little pit stop.
Yeah, so then we went on to the right hotel and we got in and we found the stitchers in the lobby.
Yep.
But we were not prepared to talk to anybody just yet. So we kind of beeline to our room and we closed the door. And then we sat and we knit and we talked. Yeah. Oh, we went for supper too.
Oh, and we got our little loop bag ready.
We had to get our loop bag ready. So we all contributed to one bag and then we shared that around the table. So that was kind of fun. We went to an Indian restaurant the first night. It was a buffet. Oh my God, it was so good.
Vegetarian Indian restaurant. Was really, really good. Spicy. I'm not used to spicy, but it was very good. Very tasty.
Yes, it was amazing. And unfortunately, I couldn't eat as much as I used to be able to eat. And so I didn't really eat much. Yeah. So I didn't get to sample very much. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was amazing food. And I hope we go again next year.
For sure.
I just won't fill up on bread this time.
I think that's what happened.
I think so.
Because they make the bread right there.
Yeah. And I was like, can I watch you guys make the bread? And they said, sure, come in. And I was watching them and I thought they were going to make me make the next order or something, but they didn't. But they were very happy to show me what they do and it was amazing. So then, of course, because I wanted to see all the different types, I had to order all the different types. And then and
then she had to eat it all.
Yeah. And everybody else was saying, oh no, I'm full. I'm not going to help you. I'm sorry, you ordered it. You eat it.
Yep.
So you did that and went back to her room and
relaxed.
You relaxed.
Yeah. And then we had heard through watching other floss tube that the doors open at 8, but people like to line up because they like to, because you're like, I think we were 8, but depending on which retreat, you could be 8 to 10 people. So people, obviously, when they go with groups or with friends or meet up with friends, they want to sit together. So they line up at the door so they get the table they want with their friends. So she's the one who wakes up the earliest out of all of us. Mind you, we were up pretty early too. We were all excited. So she went down first and now got a spot for us fairly at the front. I think you were the 4th, 5th person there?
Yeah, I
like
think
group
so.
Take deal?
Yeah.
Already at 6:30 in the morning, can you believe it? So
yeah.
And so at 8 o'clock they open the door and it's just like this whole wave of people rushing into the hall to get to their table and settle. So that was something to see too.
Yeah. So back up a little bit. When we first arrived at the hotel, we were standing by the lift to get up to our floor. Yes. And we're standing there and all of a sudden this person behind us starts singing, everybody dance now. And then of course everybody broke out into whatever kind of dance. And I can't dance, but whatever. I kind of do.
We were just smiling.
Yeah, we were laughing and then doing whatever. I was just doing whatever spastic looking thing that I could do. So I was doing that. So, and it turns out the person was Ellen Reed from the Crash Test Dummies, but I had no idea because I don't know people's names. I just know a band. I like them. That's all I know about them. One of my favorite bands is Indigo Girls. Do I know their names? No.
You just know you like them.
I know I like the Indigo Girls.
Yeah.
So anyway, the next morning when I got up and nobody was really... What?
Sorry, coming back. She's also Maximum Cross Stitcher.
Yes, she is.
Yes, and designer cross stitcher.
But I had no idea that's who that person
was. No, I didn't
was.
realize it was her
I thought
neither.
she was just a really excited cross stitcher. And we had fun dancing at the elevator.
Yeah.
So the next morning I got up and she and somebody else were sitting in these lounge chairs because nothing was really happening yet. So I looked and there was no lineup. So I sat in the chair to join them because it felt stupid to sit on the floor by myself.
Oh, okay.
And so I joined them. So I'm sitting beside Ellen Reed of the Crash Test Dummies, but I had no idea. And there's another woman, her name was Lizzie, and she came all the way from the UK to do this event. So we're sitting there chatting and talking about all kinds of stuff. And then Lizzie, I guess Ellen invited Lizzie to something that's happening in the UK, like invited her to this concert. She said, make sure you have a seat.
Nice.
And I had no idea what was I had no idea at this point what was happening. I just thought, oh, that's really nice, but I had no idea. Anyway, so then Lizzie and I were keeping an eye on the people and nobody was really going, but somehow people snuck ahead. I don't know how they did it. Yeah, I guess so, eh? Anyway, so they got ahead. So we beelined it and sat on the floor and knit or cross-stitched until the doors opened.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Oh, and whilst sitting there were these people in front of me. I guess they were behind the Sudbury people. And they were American, and I guess most of the people at this event the majority were American.
Yeah.
I guess they have a huge cross-stitch community in the States, which is incredible. Anyway, there was this girl sitting there and she was just doing this with her cross-stitch. And she had no frame. She was just in-hand cross-stitch. But all she was doing was this really quickly. And it's like, ooh, can you show me that? So she started to show me, and then the group was saying, if you want some, you can come sit with us if you want, which was really, really nice. So I wasn't quite sure because they looked like they had a lot of people. So we went beside them. So they had their table. We sat beside them so we could ask them, or I could ask them questions because anyway, they were very nice. Alyssa was her name. She was super nice. And she was helping me to learn how to, learning how to stitch in hand. So I wasn't successful this weekend. I'll try again.
Yeah, but you can't do it right off the bat.
No,
practice.
I have to practice, and I have to practice on a bigger thing anyway. So whatever it was I did, I'll take it out and redo it. But we're talking out of order. I am sorry. We're trying to do it in order.
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
Anyways, we're all at the table. So there's a group that came to our table. So there was 2 girls from Montreal, Michaela and Karen, who sat with us, and 2 girls from the New York area, Dory and Jean, who sat with us. So it was like a perfect match. We all got along super well, talked nonstop, laughed nonstop. It was awesome.
It was incredible.
Yeah. So it was the 4 of us, Robin, myself, Jane, and Tiffany.
Yeah, and Karen and Michaela, and Jean and Dory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. And while you're sitting there, of course, we were very close to the Evertote. Evertote is the cross-stitch store or online cross-stitch store. Caroline is the one who owns it with her I think, is it just Caroline and Roxy? I don't know if Roxy Floss is Carrie's her partner. Anyways, she's the one who puts on the event, Stitch North event. So she had all of her stuff right there to see.
Yes.
With the floss, the Roxy floss.
And then you sit there and you go, just kind of breathe, right? Like
with
the whole
all
labor
the beautiful
breathing.
fabric all dyed, all the beautiful charts, all the charts, like samples of charts laying out there to look at and to drool. And then just outside of the hall, there was other vendors, local vendors as well, selling project bags, selling fabric, selling stickers, selling whatever you could think of that you need for cross stitch. So much.
And even things you couldn't think of, like even things that I had no idea was out there or existed. Anyway.
Yeah. So, the Friday morning when we first got there, I don't think we sat once. We were
But I normally, like if it were yarn, I would have made a tour and I would have spent, right? But this was so overwhelming. I would go up and I'd look at something and then I'd have to come back and sit down.
Okay.
And then take a break. And then I would go, okay, I'm ready to go back. And I'd go out and look at one thing and then I'd have to come back and sit down. So it was kind of like that all morning.
Yeah.
And I don't know how other people were gone. I don't know how you were doing, but you kept asking me if I were okay.
Yeah, well, you had like big eyes and you were breathing heavily. So I was like, are you sure? sure you're good?
Oh.
You look like a deer in the headlight. Like you didn't know where to start.
I didn't.
I was mostly looking at, and usually the same when I'm at the yarn festival. I like going around to see what there is first and saying, oh, I like that. I'll probably come back. Oh, that's better than that. I'll come back for that type deal. No, I didn't do it this time. I just went want. I got pretty much. So yeah. Newbie mistakes maybe, but I'm happy with what I got. Really.
Yeah, there's no regret.
No regret. No.
And I have to say, I spent less than I did at Knit City, Toronto. And less than my first time going to Rhinebeck.
Okay.
Yes. So that's good.
But
And that's including meals. Before with Rhinebeck, that was just stuff.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Knit City, Toronto. That was like fiber
and
and yarn. But this, like my whole thing well, we haven't paid for our hotel portion yet. But including food and everything, it was less than what I spent. So I'm
good.
happy about that.
I got a lot of projects bags, so did you, because I needed them.
Yes, me too.
And I got some fabric as well, and some floss packs and kits as well, which I was, that I wanted to get, that I knew I wanted to get. So, yeah.
Everybody was so freaking nice.
Yes.
They were just so nice.
Everyone would go around looking, walking around the tables, commenting on the projects, and the way some people were set up too was pretty amazing with their stands and their lights and their magnifying glass. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, you could tell they were professionals.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I need to get set up like that for next time.
I felt a little bit like a country bumpkin. I have to say.
We were fine.
Yeah. Oh, I had fun. I had fun. But there were this one table I came across because I was just touring everybody because I couldn't sit down because, like I said, I was so overwhelmed. And I wasn't ready to do anything yet because it was just too much. So I was making a tour, which didn't really help necessarily. Making a tour, looking at everybody's stuff, and I came across this one table where there were 3 of them all side by side who were doing all overs, not all overs,
full coverage.
I keep calling it all over. Full coverage. Yeah, but I think it's more of a knitting term. Maybe it's a cross stitch term.
Yeah.
So then I started talking to them, and then their stitches were so tiny. They were like 40 count. And they were doing 1/2.
Were they doing 40 count?
Yeah, and 1/2.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. And so then I thought, well, I'm going to ask them how many whips they have. Like, are most? And so I said, are most of your things all over? And they said yes. Or yeah,
full coverage.
Thank you, full coverage. And I said, how many full coverages do you have? And they said, oh, a lot. And I said, 5? Oh no, more than 5. So anyway, probably about 35.
Yeah, that's a lot of
full coverage whips. Wow. So they were very impressive, and they were laughing at me, just like having my brain explode looking at their stuff. But they were really nice, and the stuff that they were doing was stunning. Yes, absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, we finally got to settle down some, but even still, I thought I would have gotten a lot of stitching done.
Got nothing.
Got barely anything done because you're just talking and admiring and laughing and looking at the. Even though you've gone to the vendors, you go back because you miss some sometimes.
Or somebody shows you what they got, and you go, "Oh my God, that's gorgeous! I have to
go look and see." Yeah. So it didn't get a lot of stitching done. Got some done, but not as much as I was hoping. But I still had a blast. It was still super fun.
Yeah.
So and all the goodies that we got.
Yeah, they had a swag bag, and it was amazing. I love this. So in the swag bag was this needle thing.
Yeah, needle minder, or not a needle binder, a needle book.
Needle book. So this is from Gamma's Treasures.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I think she's from the East Coast.
No, she's in Ontario.
Oh, she's Ontario?
Yeah, I don't know where in Ontario, but she's in Ontario.
Okay, I ordered a project bag from her before. Anyway, so this, and then inside it's got this thing, and I put a needle in there. Yeah. And then a pin.
Oh, and a pin.
Yeah. And then I also have my package of...
I did the same. I put them in little pockets.
In there. Yeah. So it's really sweet. I really like this. So I'm using that. What else was in that bag? Chocolates and... I don't even know what was in the bag.
The charts there that you have?
Oh, yes. Okay. So
except for the goose.
Except for the goose. This was something somebody did from last year. And they said because the goose. And I think it's a free cross-stitch pattern on Facebook.
Yeah, I think she just did it for the Stitch North group people because she came last year and she noticed there's a lot of Canada geese and a lot of Canada geese droppings. So she thought it would be fun for this year to design the Stitch North goose to give to everyone there.
Yes, so that's fun. And that's not part of it. Oh, that's not part of it. So I don't know where my stuff is.
Oh, here,
Sorry.
I have it here.
Okay.
So this is some of the charts, and I'm sorry if you're going to retreat too, you might.
Well, they'll be gone by the time
Yes,
you see
that's
this.
true.
So
This is from Stitch Toolbox. So we got this little chart here in the loot bag. This is from Anne's Craft. This one here. This you can't see because of the sticker, but it's lilies, beautiful lilies. This nice little Canadian maple leaf, Stitch North 2025. This nice little booklet from Treasured Designs, Treasured or Textured Treasures. They're in Orleans actually. They have an online website, which is pretty cool, interesting. This lovely little pattern, Northern Pines. And then this, it says, in the cookie of life runs our chocolate, or the chocolate chips. So I thought that was cute.
yeah.
And there was also a sampler that we got from Pansy. Yes, Pansy Patch Quilts. This beautiful sampler as well. So, and then lots of other goodies too. I can't remember whatever little things we got, but yeah.
It was like I said, overwhelming. And people were so generous, and they would come by afterwards, and some people made gifts
For everyone.
for everybody. So they'd walk around with these great big bags and pass everybody different things. So like this is one of them. And it's got chocolates and a floss inside of it.
Yeah,
so
a little floss drop.
Yeah, with information. I guess they have a lot of people that have podcasts. So
yeah.
now we get to add a whole bunch of stuff to watch.
Exactly.
So I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, all kinds of goodies. It was amazing. Oh, here's another thing, another floss drops thing with a little pin thingy. Anyway, incredible. And it was super nice too, because I was wearing my elbows up t-shirt the first day, and this woman came up to me. And she said, "Oh, you're Canadian and you're wearing an elbows up shirt," and she gave this to me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and this person is Trish Potter, and she's on Facebook and Instagram, and it says, "Making new friends one stitch at a time."
Oh, nice.
So I thought that was really nice. So this nice
Definitely.
coaster. And then somebody else said, "Oh my God, Robin, you've been so nice to me." Fiona was her name. She was one of the ones that came from the UK.
Yeah, you were waiting in line with her, was it Liz? Yes.
Yeah, Lizzie and her. And I guess there's another, what was her name? Oh crap. It was similar to Lizzie's name, but I can't remember what it was. I'm very sorry. Anyway, so she said, "You've been so nice." She said, "I want to give you this." So it's a UK bag. And I gave Jean across sitting at our table with us. She was from New York City, and she loves Scottish shortbread cookies. And in this package was a package of Walker's shortbread cookies. So I said, "Oh, here you go. You can have this," because I can get them quite easily. So in here is some Yorkshire tea, which is beautiful because that's my tea. That's the tea I normally drink. And she gave us, this is a really strong magnet.
Oh, it's stuck really.
It's stuck. And she gave us this. And
little floss drop.
And then a floss drop thing with a cross stitch heart.
Nice.
Sorry, on there. Can you see? Reflection is poor. So, and it was just like people were doing this stuff all throughout and giving us all kinds of goodies.
Yeah.
And it was really wonderful and really community building.
Oh, for sure.
And just very nice.
Yeah, and very helpful. Just could walk up to any table and ask a question, ask how to do it, and the person would just be more than happy to share their
absolutely.
info. Yeah.
It was awesome. Really awesome.
So, do you want to go into the acquisitions part of what we got?
Sure. That sounds good. I got a Grand Guard for my big Nurge. It's pronounced Nurge. I don't know if it's a Nurge. I think it's pronounced Nurge.
Always heard it Nurge.
Okay. I have a big Nurge. It's like 11 inches, I think. Is it 11 inches?
Sounds right.
Anyway, so I was able to find a thing for it, a Grand Guard.
Is it like a moon? Oh, fish?
No, it's a moon with a skeleton.
Oh, interesting. Nice.
Yeah. Not quite Halloween, but
pretty close.
Yeah. It's nice.
Cool.
And you? Like if we can go one person at a time, just like one thing.
Sure. So I stopped at a booth called Enchanting Layer. She's in North Bay, Ontario, and so she hand dyes, and she has charts as well, but I was more interested in her fabrics. She has hand dyed fabrics. So I got 32 count linens. This she hand dyed in the snow, which is very interesting. It's called her snow collection.
Looks like Roots and Rain had her.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I got this one here too, Heritage, which has some green and I don't know if you see a little bit of pink tone to it as well.
Yeah, you can see it, yeah. Pretty.
Yes, and Celtic Sky. Yeah, it's got some sparkle to this.
So are these ones quarter yards? No, they're not quarters. They're smaller than quarter.
They're
18 by 27.
Yeah, and I think this one here is a little bit bigger. It's 27 by 36.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So that was from Enchanting Layer. So you can check out her website if you'd like to look at her other goodies, other fabrics that she has. Yeah.
Really nice. Excuse me, sorry. Alrighty. This is a simple one. There was somebody there, and I don't even know what they were called. Isn't that terrible? I didn't take very good notes. I apologize.
Oh, that was the next day, right?
This was the second day. So they had some people that only stayed for a day, and they swapped out, and somebody else came in.
No, that was...
She made project bags. Oh, I have a project bag from her too.
Yeah, maybe the tag is in there.
Is it this? Oh, there's this stuff. Okay. No. Is it this lady? Is it this
No,
person?
that's Gemma's Treasures as well.
Oh, is it? Okay. I don't know who she is. I'm very sorry. But her husband made these.
Yeah, that's cute.
And they're little scissor, well, somebody told me they were little scissor bags. So I got a Scottish one.
Is there a tag inside maybe?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
So I don't know who they are, but scissors. And then later on, somebody came around and gave us things for your needle tips. So I got my Annie dog.
Yeah.
So there's Annie. And then somebody else came around and gave us this really pretty Stitch North thing for the, like a clip-on. Yeah, so I'm using that for my scissors in my Scottish bag.
For charm.
Yeah, and then in the other bag, it's hard, eh?
Yeah.
Voices are like, wow. And then the other one is a Canadian one, and it has a toonie and poutine and double on one side, and on the other side it's Newfoundland. So it's pretty. Yeah, so I got 2 of those because I travel on the plane a lot, so it's nice to have these things for the plane.
Okay. Our friend Tiffany came back to the table with a beautiful bag. And we're like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And so we both got up and went to go see what else there was.
Yep.
So it's like a cute little traveling bag to go cross-stitching with. And each of her project bags with Gamma stitches, she includes like this little thread bed, I guess, and in here there's like a little magnet that you could put your needle on. And it's got nice pockets inside as well. A pocket here, and then this vinyl as well here.
Can you hear the wind?
Yeah, I could hear the wind.
I don't know if you can hear the wind, but the wind is just howling around the house.
It is. So I've got some project in here. I'm just trying to see if there's something in here that I might have purchased. No, these are old projects. I've already started stuffing some projects in here.
Yeah, well, we had to keep things organized. It was crazy.
Oh. This is something else that I purchased as well. This is from Canadian Stitchery. But they did like a collaboration, I guess you could say. So Evertote put some Roxy floss in there, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So the people that made my scissor holders made this bag, but there's no tag on this either.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is to hold my lamp. And it's amazing. So it has a little pocket for the electrical bits that I have my cord and my plug in. But it's closed like that. Ooh, don't go too far.
Oh, you're gonna have to knot that.
I will. But I have purchased a lamp. We bought this last summer, Sylvie and I, when we went to a embroidery class. And this is the daylight lamp that we have. An
awesome lamp.
It is. And the magnifier, I forgot I had a magnifying thing on it. And wow, does that ever help?
For sure.
Yeah, so that's my new bag. So I got rid of the box now because I was keeping the box to make this safe while I was traveling. But now I don't have to worry about it.
I'm going to find out. I need to find out who she is because I would like to order a bag like that. What she had left was prints that I wasn't really too crazy about. But I'd like to go see on her website for something that I would like a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, so... These are, I'm just trying to, okay. So one of the retreats that you can buy first like pre or buy before it goes like public, I guess you could say. What is from Maximum Cross Stitcher, who is the singer from
Crash Test Dummies.
Exactly. Was this beautiful chart, Elizabeth's Bouquet. And so I got that, and I got the Roxy floss that goes specifically for this. And I decided that I did not want to stitch on black, so I got a nice light pink to go with it.
It's prettier pink in person.
Yeah.
The camera's not picking it up. It's almost like the pink in, what's your ice cream that you like so much?
Napoleon. So, yeah. So this is and I discovered actually over the weekend that I really enjoy working on 36 count with one thread. So I will be doing that. And she had already come out before with that, Gwyneth's Bouquet. So I bought this as well. Not the thread pack, I just bought the chart. So eventually it'll be like a companion to Elizabeth's. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty. So I guess this was, are you sure this was Gamma?
I'm
Gamma's
pretty
Treasures?
sure.
No, I think this was the same lady with
Are
the
you sure?
scissors. No. But
Is there a
people don't
ticket?
put their name.
Well, Gamma, no, it is Gamma's because it came with the little bed. And Gamma, all of hers has a little bed thread. That, exactly.
Okay, it is Gamma's Treasures.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has, I don't love the purple, but I do love the animals, and I do love, I mean, it's got a hedgehog and it's got mice and shrooms. So I really like the fabric. So that's the thread bed. Really nice. And it's got pocketses, and I love my pocketses. And I also got to match the hedgehog. I thought it was a placemat thing.
I guess it could be if you wanted to.
But it's a folio, it's called. And I'm not really sure what the use is exactly just yet. I could probably Google it. But it's got pocketses, and it's got these pages of felt. I can't imagine having this many needles to put in. But it has those 4 pages of felt, and it's got a whole bunch of pockets. And it's really pretty, and it has hedgehogs. And I guess I could use it like a placemat.
You could, and I guess you could lay some of your threads on there. Or
Yeah.
if you load up your needles like some people do.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, like when you're doing those full coverage.
Full coverage, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe if somebody knows
Yeah.
what this is for, please let me know, because I'm curious. So also stuffed, I'm sorry, I have stuff stuffed in the bag,
Yeah,
so
go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna go.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this is I bought this and I can't remember why.
Because I bought it.
No, because it was for a project, because I remember trying to find it, like I had something and I was trying to make sure it went with it.
Oh.
And Hannah was amazing, by the way. You see her on the Evertote podcast, and I was harassing her. I bet she was like, just go away. But she didn't. She was super nice, and I kept apologizing, and she just kept saying, no, this is my job. It's great. Anyway, this is a 32 count quarter, fat quarter, London Fog and hand dyed by Roxy or Carrie.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous, but I can't remember what it's for. So I'm carefully placing it in here, hoping that I will figure that out at some point.
I'd like to remember what it was.
I
Was
know,
it a trick
right?
you already had, or that you bought? Is that for your No, it came with the fabric, Nevermore.
Yeah, this is the fabric here. So I had purchased previously a kit a pattern called Nevermore by Lilia Cross Stitch. I can't remember her name. But Evertote had a kit for it without the pattern. So I haven't even opened it up. So I bought it. But if you ordered something, you could have it delivered, or you could pick it up at the retreat. So I did that. So here's all the floss for it, and there's the fabric. I guess I could open it and show you the fabric.
It'd be nice to see that. It's nicely wrapped.
It is, and I'm going to sneeze, and I apologize. So Nevermore is a crow, and it's from, that's gorgeous. Dirty Porcelain, 40 count.
Oh yeah, she's going to try 40 count.
Oh, excuse me.
That magnifying lamp is going to come in handy.
Oh my goodness, is it ever? Is it ever? Oh yeah, and those people that I was sitting with in the hallway who were just doing this, they had stuff like this, and they must be really young or have like crazy good eyes.
They did look a little bit younger, yes.
They were just
They're just used to it too, probably.
Yeah, they were just stitching like it was nobody's business, right?
Yeah.
Without a frame. Anyway, I'm making a bunch of noise for nothing. I apologize. I'll stick this back in there. So that's what's stuffed into this project bag. Oh, and I also got 8-inch key snap. Because I like the 8-inch, it's smaller and it's easier for me to hold. Even though I have man hands.
All right, sorry, there's something in the air and you're sneezing away, so.
Yeah, I'm going to take a moment and blow our nose. Zzz.
Yeah, so that was your Nevermore.
Yeah.
I really love Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery and Blueberry Ridge Design.
That's the mom and daughter, right?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I really love their designs.
Yeah.
So this I bought on my last day, Sunday morning. I saw this last year, and when I saw the chart was there, I was like, oh, I definitely need to get it. This is a Mistletoe Manor Sampler and Smalls. So you could do this whole thing, and then you could do these little smalls as well with it.
Yeah.
And then I got these two directly from Pansy Patch Quilts. This is her Peppermint Lane series. Houses on Peppermint Lane series. This is house 9. And it's the Christmas house. And this is the Pumpkin Lane series, house 7 of 9, Cinnamon House. So I'm hoping to collect all of these houses.
Oh.
With these series.
Oh yeah, this is chart 9 of 9.
Yeah, and that's chart 7 of 9.
Okay. I looked at her. I didn't even know that they were a shop. I thought
they were just
they
there
had
showing
all these beautifully framed cross stitches, and I thought they were there for inspiration and to kind of show off some stuff. But it turns out they were a store. So then it's like, and I didn't discover that till Sunday morning.
Yeah, I think
Sunday morning. So then I did realize that they also offer their patterns on PDFs. So I'm going to buy through them. I prefer a PDF. So I'm going to buy digitally. And I'm also just going to reach across to grab my phone. Excuse me, sorry. Can see some boob in the photograph.
Ooh, bit of excitement.
I know, right? So just because I want to show one of my things.
One of your things?
One of my things that I purchased the yarn for and was so nicely done. Oh, I guess I have to go now. Okay, well, I'll do that when she's talking.
Okay.
So this is, this was a last minute thing. I was born in Manitoba, and the sign for Manitoba, it's usually, the color is brown, and, but bison. So this is really kind of more Alberta, I guess, because it has mountains and bison. So that would be like head smashed in buffalo jump, Alberta or something. Oh, and we have to go to the post office, the door. Sorry about that. That was our mail lady. She's super nice, but apparently now I might be doing jury duty.
Ooh.
She said, ooh, this is an envelope for jury duty. So she was all excited, but I don't know. Anyway, so this is the bag I got. I saw the bison. It's more Alberta because of the mountains, but I saw the bison, and for me, it's Manitoba.
Yeah.
So, you know. So inside here is another 40 count. Spiculas. And it's to make a kit from Maximum Stitcher. And I guess this is only found on Evertote, so I guess Ellen had done an exclusive design. And of course I have the colors for Ode to a Good Dog, Roxy Floss. Beautiful. I'll show you the picture. And the thing is that, again, I prefer PDFs. So I went up to Ellen and I asked her if she will make this into a PDF. And she said, May 30th, it'll be digital. It'll be available digitally. That's hard to say sometimes. And so she thought, I guess she had thought that I had purchased the paper pattern, which I hadn't. And she said, I guess somebody came back and said that Ellen will put my dog's name in there. Because my dog Annie, she's a beagle. She's extremely old. The average age for beagles is 12. She's 19. But she's going downhill fast now. So she can no longer do a lot of the things that she could do. We kind of tease her. She's not in pain, but she's definitely showing age. So I don't know if she's going to make it to Christmas.
Aww.
So anyway, I want to do this thing for her. So Ellen came and she said that she would put in Annie's name for me, which was super nice. So she went back and she wrote Annie's name in, and then I guess she has initials on either side for her and her husband, who are owners of their dog. So she put in R, like an initial, so R and S for me and my husband.
Oh, nice.
And then she emailed it to me, and it's like, and I went back to her and I said, thank you so much for doing this and sending it to me, but I owe you some money. Well, no, you don't. Well, yeah, I do. So she was only augmenting what she thought I had already purchased, and I hadn't done that. So anyway, I went back and I paid her, so that was super nice. So that's in my Manitoba bag.
So you're going to get that chart made then? when it comes out, or do you already have it?
Oh, I already have it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I got it and I hadn't paid for it.
Cool.
So, yes.
These are charts that I already have, but I just wanted to show you our table mate Karen. This was the goodies that she gave us. So this little slip thing that you could put your chart in to protect it. And then that nice little project bag as well.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's that. My next, this was a retreat, pre-order retreat. We all got that. So you got the nice bag from Evertote. And it came with this beautiful pattern, again by Pansy Patch Quilt, called Serenity.
Serenity now.
Yeah. And it came with this little bag as well, and of course with the floss pack to go with it. It did not come with the fabric, but I did buy the fabric, which is also the same the one that she got for Ode to a Good Dog, which is speculous. So this nice kind of like beigey color.
Yeah. It'd be nice if it tasted like speculoos, which are Dutch cookies, which are really good.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, I have a bunch of goodies in here.
Oh, you stuffed some more stuff in there?
Yeah, I did. So I have the same kit, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
But I have some other goodies in there. So this is some of the stuff people were passing around. Little frog. It's a little frog cross stitch. Oh yeah, which probably goes with this frog. Somebody handed out squeaky toys. If you hold it squeaky thing, it doesn't squeak. But so there he is. Anyway, I guess that's when you have to frog your stuff. Rip it, and floss.
Floss drops.
Floss drops.
Yeah.
So anyway, the same stuff as she had, and then a bunch of other stuff I stuck in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All of those extras are left at home, so I figured she'd have them. She could show them. Do you want to go next?
Sure.
Okay.
So this is a bag by somebody who also doesn't label their bag. Wow, people label your bags. That's too bad. It's a really pretty bag. Yeah. So it's really pretty, and it says birds, sing, nests, eggs. Yeah, really pretty. So in here, you would think I would have, oh, look at the goodies in here. So it has another bird little pouch thingy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Maybe this is Gamma's, maybe? Because it seems like you have a little thread thing in there.
Oh, it's Gamma's. Gamma's Treasures. Thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So she did label it, but on the sly. On the down low. And in here, oh, this was Michaela.
Yeah.
She gave us, look at this. She gave us this thing. Yeah. Needle minder. And a thimble and stuff for holding your fabric. So that's really pretty. So Michaela was our table. One of our table mates.
Yeah.
And this is, oh yeah, I wanted to get the chart from last year. So this was the retreat chart from last year. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I'm the one who interrupted you. I was just saying it's pretty.
It is. Oh, is this? Oh, this is where I was trying to practice stitching in hand. Yeah, I'm taking it out. It looks like absolute crap.
Well, it's not too bad actually for your first time.
And so here it is, my crappy start, but I will be taking it out, and I forget what this count is. The label's in there somewhere. And then a Stitch North needle minder.
Yeah.
So, did you take reactants today?
No.
Oh.
I should have.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't think we have any.
Oh, it's okay. I'll survive.
And yes, so I have just all the bits, extra bits. There's another little thing that people were passing around.
Lots of chocolates.
Yeah, this is maple candy, so that's okay.
I think that was in the loop bag.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, Stitch North keychain thing and little maple candy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so the next thing that I got, is this from, okay, yes, this is Gamma Treasures as well. I saw it, I was like, oh, mine, because it's got nice little teapots on there.
Bridgerton?
Yeah. Bridgerton, Downton Abbey. Again, came with the bed and the little notion bags. And in here, so I'm part of the Evertote's Floss of the Month, not Floss of the Month, Fabric of the Month. And this was my first one. I don't know if I showed it, but anyways. Again, it's this beautiful pink. I think it's almost the same one that I got for the other chart.
It's a bit paler, maybe.
Yeah, it's called Powder Puff, this one here. But it came with a free chart.
Oh, this was,
yeah.
Sorry, yep.
It came with a free chart, again, from Maximum Cross Stitcher. This beautiful chart. Magic in everything. So, of course, when I was there, I saw there was the floss pack for it. So I got the floss pack to go for that chart.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's cute. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So when you did your fabric of the month, do you choose? So you're going to get 28? I
had no choice but to pick 28 because everything else was picked over.
Oh,
because I would have probably picked, at the time, I would have probably picked 32.
Okay.
But now going forward, I'm going to pick 36. So all the other ones were picked through, so I thought, oh, well, I'll do the 28. But I can't remember, because you were asking about the size, I can't remember if I could pick the size. I think this is just the sample size that you get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a fat quarter. It looks like a fat quarter size.
It does.
Sorry, that keeps wanting to blow away.
So, yeah. All right.
Cool. So, because I'm only 5 on the inside, I got this project bag. And it's it's camping, of course, but I realized that this is more so these kind of camping because it's in a camper.
Yes, exactly.
I camp in a tent. I don't camp in a camper.
I've done enough tenting in my lifetime that I prefer trailers.
I love a tent. And in this one, I did the Lola Crow greenhouse 2 years ago.
Right.
But I had the wrong colored fabric, so some of my threads didn't show up. So I was very sad about that. So I'm going to redo it. I didn't get very far. So I'm going to redo it, and I got arrowroot, and this is a fat quarter, and it's 32 count. So that's the fabric I got to do that. So I'll be doing that after I finish this Lola Crow. Although I guess if in the tradition of cross stitchers around the world, I guess I could just start now, and then just have a work in progress. Right?
Exactly.
So
rotate.
And rotate.
Okay, this is another, again, a nice romantic bag, project bag, again from Gamma Stitchers. Came with the thread bag and the Notion bag as well. Nice.
So you contrast me and Sylvia's choice, eh? I'm like teddy bears and campers, and Sylvia's all flowers and teacups.
Yeah. And then I got another chart from Blueberry Ridge. Look how beautiful that is. It's the dragonfly that got me because I love dragonflies. So I got that. Of course, I got the floss pack for it, and the fabric, which is dirty porcelain, and I started on it on Saturday. So this is the bottom corner, 36 count, 1 thread over 2, and I'm really enjoying the 1 thread over 2. It's a beautiful color. Yeah.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So this is another project bag. I forget how many project bags. I got all these on Friday morning.
I don't know. I just remember come back to the table and there was like a pile of project bags on the table. I was like, wow.
I knew I needed project bags.
Yes.
And then I think I may have overdone it. I'm not sure, but I knew I needed project bags. And this way I don't have to pay for the shipping.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is another project bag that I got. It's really pretty. And inside this, I stuffed a pattern that I purchased, which is Coffee and Eggs by the Artsy Housewife.
Oh, I like her too. She's got nice charts.
So that's the chart. I'm sure you've seen this. Many cross stitchers in the world have done this one. And of course I have the Roxy floss for it and the fabric for it. So it's panettone. So 1/4 inch and 32 count, I guess.
That's a beautiful color.
It is beautiful, yeah. So that's my Italian Christmas cake. But in Italy we ate it every morning.
Oh.
Yeah, at breakfast. That was my breakfast. So, and then a Roxy floss, again, for that, the colors. Yeah.
Okay, the other project bag I got, and this was not from Gamma Treasures, it was the one beside her. I can't remember her name, I'll have to look it up, but I was missing Christmas bag. So I got one little Christmas bag. And this is for my, I'm not gonna, just shove this in here for Welcome to the North Pole that I started a few years back. So I have the start of it here. So I'll have to go back to it, but it's got its own little project bag now.
Nice, and it's a Christmas project.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got anything else?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Then
oh, I can show this. The postmistress just stopped by. I was I get email from people. I should probably cancel my email. Anyway, I saw this caterpillar cross stitch. She had this needle minder, mystery, crime, romance, thriller. This needle minder.
That's cute.
And then she also had a project bag for a reasonable price, although it's not very big. But it made me think that maybe I'm supposed to be taking my stuff out of a frame.
Yes.
When I put it away. So this is only 8 inches high. And I thought that'll force me to take something out of a frame, fold it up, and stick it in this project bag.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so yeah, woohoo, woohoo. And it says, hello, lovely. Thank you so much for your order and for supporting our small business.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
I got one last project bag, and this is for the Extraordinary Birds stitch along that we're doing with Lola Crow. I just thought it kind of fitted the birds, the Extraordinary Birds.
Oh yeah, the colors are good.
Yeah, and it's, I usually don't go for the vinyl one, but this is what I got. Yep. So that's what our acquisitions are. It's not too bad, actually.
No, it's not. It felt incredibly overwhelming again.
Yeah.
And then we had to sit on the bed and then kind of sort through our stuff and put it in a project bag. So that was helpful.
Yeah. I did get some Roxy floss to go with my Downton Abbey. Oh,
I got it.
thank you. To go with my Downton Abbey cross stitch, which is with the Black Needle Society. So this is my own conversion. I think it's going okay. I did start it again at Stitch North, but this little in the middle, it's supposed to be a little bit more yellow, and it's not. So I got some more yellow that I'll switch over. Which
is that in here?
No, it's in here. I got this yellow instead.
Yeah, it's brighter.
Yeah.
More canary yellow.
Exactly.
So what's this one for?
This is from another stitching project, I think. I can't remember which one. Oh, it must be my North Pole one or something. It's got Christmassy. I don't know. Anyways, there was thread in there that I needed for this one that I just grabbed really quick on the fly because we were heading out soon. So
okay, cool. So we also said for this podcast or this episode, we were also going to show you our whips that we have. Unfortunately, if you have watched us before, you will know that I am notorious for putting stuff away in safe places so I'll know exactly where it is and then we'll find it. So I have a couple of project bags that I know have projects in them. I can tell you what they are. I don't know if I'll have pictures though. So one is Jurassic Perk is what it's called. And it's a coffee picture. I want to have it on my wall in the kitchen.
it's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur with somebody pouring a cup of coffee. So I want to finish that. That's 14 count Ada and it's 2/1.
2/2. Yes,
for
2/1.
14 is 2/1.
Yeah.
And anyway, if I find it, I will show it later on. So I have that on the go. I also have the Canadian Sampler on the go.
Oh yeah.
And Mrs. Smith Stitches had said, hey, let's do a stitch along together. And I was working on that on the train on the way to Stitch, what's it called? Knit City, Toronto.
Yeah.
But do I know where it is? No. So I have those two projects that I know I have on the go.
Yeah.
And then what do you have?
Well, okay, so you saw really quickly my Downton Abbey. You saw really quickly my North Pole. I'll show you talking about full coverage. I decided I'll show you my full coverage.
Oh, good, you brought it. Yeah.
So I'm working on this one here. It's called the Chocolate Shop. And as you can tell, I've almost finished the first page. And I forget how many pages there are to it, but there's a lot.
So you weren't able to upload that into
it is on Pad and Keeper, definitely, but I like to keep track on the paper just in case something happens to Pad and Keeper. Which side? Yeah, this side here. So this is where I'm at, almost done with the first page.
Wow. So
this is a 28 count, I want to say, 1/1. Yeah, so you could tell.
Oh, you're doing 1/1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell I'm like right here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's I haven't touched it in a while, and seeing the other ones working on their full coverage made me think, oh, I need to get back to this one too.
And I might try a full coverage.
Yeah, you should.
That website you showed me, but I can't remember what website it was.
There's Charting Creations. Yeah, Heaven and Earth Design was the one.
Heaven and Earth. Okay, they had cats.
Yeah.
I have to say I like them. Okay, so this I had purchased from, I haven't started it yet, but I'll show you anyway because I do have the material for it. So when retirement was becoming closer, Caterpillar Cross Stitch had a really nice mystery mystery stitch along. And Jane started it, our friend Jane, and it looks really gorgeous. But they provided the floss, the fabric, the needle, and the floss. And I haven't started it yet because I kind of want to wait till I have all the clues, and then I'll start it and put it in Pattern Keeper. It's a PDF. And it's like serenity and happiness and courage and all those positive words. So there are two, sorry, I'm losing stuff. So there are two of these. And these are really pretty. And Jane's picture is turning out gorgeous. So, and I thought I might start it when we were on our trip, but I didn't. I just focused on Lola Crow. So I have this. And apparently I've got the floss and the fabric for it somewhere. But I have this in Praise of Pollinators. I was supposed to start with Sylvie last summer. Yeah, haven't started it. I don't seem to be a non-monogamous cross-stitcher.
Oh, I'm not neither. You need to practice rotating like a lot of them do.
I do. I'll practice.
Yeah.
It's sad that it takes practice to not be monogamous, eh? So this is last summer. I had taken this with me to British Columbia to see my dad. And it turns out visiting your dad is not a good time to do cross stitch. So this is my Lola Crow cross stitch, and this was the Deadly Aquarium.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So I was so happy because I finished the frame before the first clue was released, and I was so happy with that. And then I think I've only got clue
1, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Is that 1 and 2 probably?
Maybe 1 and 2. And then my dad kept...
distracted you.
Yeah. Because, he wanted to talk.
Yeah.
God, imagine you go to visit your dad and he wants to talk. So anyway, so I put this aside. I wasn't able to do it.
And I think we were still fairly new with that kind of cross stitching. I think now you'd probably be able to talk, but last summer maybe it was still, you were still concentrating on
had to concentrate too much. I love this bag. There's the fabric for that cross stitch. This is for the pollinator.
Yes.
Yeah. I had to ask Sylvia, is this for the pollinator? She's my record keeper. So this is a really cool bag. I think I had shown you this last year when I got it. I love it. It was not cheap, especially because of our conversion. I wouldn't be able to afford it now because our conversion's even worse. But it's a lovely bag, folio, with pockets, and you can see through them. And then these are coin presentations for coin collectors, and you put your coins inside. And she reinforced the plastic with fabric that matches. Nice. Which is fantastic. And I have snippets, and then there's a thread bed. Yeah. And this whole board is a magnet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I have my needle minders up there. So anyway, just thought I would show that since we're also seem to be showing bags. Yeah. But it's not a new acquisition, it's old.
This is a bag that I made, I'm pretty sure I showed before, using Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch her tutorial. So I did this little bag here for the Herbalist Stitch Along by, I think she's called World on a String. So I started, I've got the frame done, I guess you could say. Now I just need to fill in the little boxes.
Nice.
So this is a stitch on 18 count Ada. 2/1 obviously with this one. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So for our cross stitch retreat, I brought stuff that I thought I was going to start, but I didn't start, except for what I showed you the negative about. So this is a bag that I had purchased at one point, and again, I don't know who the maker is, but it's birds, for the Extraordinary Bird Stitch Along by Lola Crow. And I have all these ball things.
That's, I think, to hold your material around your...
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing. And then Jane said, I thought that was for your bobbins. And I said, maybe, but it works really well for the frame. And then I wasn't the only one. I saw people using these for the same purpose I was using them.
Exactly.
But now Jane lent me her needle minder that holds all the grime guard that holds all the fabric.
Yeah, so that helps too, yeah.
So this was the needle minder that Sylvie had made everybody. A little robin, yay! So I had to use that for the Extraordinary Birds because robins are extraordinary, just saying. So this is where I'm working right now. I'm 80% done. So I'm working on the bottom right now. But I'm 80% complete of the first pre-clue. It's not the clue, it's just the frame.
Right. The first clue comes out May 16th.
Yeah, so I'll be done way before.
And you're what, 80% done, you said?
80%, yeah.
I am 72% done, I think it is. So, yeah. so I'm not going to show you mine. It's pretty much the same as hers. This I bought a few years back. I just fell in love with it. It's Winter Quakers by Karen Rosewood Manor.
I think I have that too.
Yes, you do. And again, I got the Roxy Floss conversion for it. And this is what it's looking like. I was first starting cross stitching with this here, so it's not too bad actually. At first I was like, oh, I don't want to look because it's been a while. I might have to redo. But I think I'll just continue with it.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all the stuff to make it, but I haven't even started it. I don't even know. It's on my shelf somewhere. Oh, look. I made this little plastic thing for my scissors.
Nice.
And now I guess I have a protector thing.
Oh, you can keep that for those scissors.
Yeah. All right, so my other thing was our Christmas, or supposed to be for our Advent.
Yes, I have that too. I forgot to bring it, but
yeah. And you can see where I had to take out a bird because I put a bird in there. You can
supposed
see this part where the holes are all stretched. I had put a bird in there, but it was supposed to be another Christmas decoration. So, and I have no idea how far along I am on this chart, but
I think you're pretty.
I'm more. I would say more than 50%. Yeah. But there we go. And then, oh no, you didn't make this one for me, did you?
No.
I bought that one on Etsy.
Yeah.
So anyway, pretty happy with that. But this is an example where I should take it out of the frame.
Yes.
Before I put it away.
Yes.
Because I haven't done that.
Unless, I would say, and I've heard this from other people, I'm not sure if it's really true or probably, is that keep it in the frame if you're going to work on it on a regular basis, like every day.
Right.
Take it out.
If you let it sit.
Yeah. Okay, this is my pollinator. Praised pollinators, I think it's called.
Ooh, you've got a lot done.
I've got a lot done.
Wow.
I was able to catch up not too bad with this one here, and then I stopped. So I was working on the butterfly. I was going to bring it to Stitch North, but then I remember that it wasn't counting properly, like it wasn't matching up, so I need to frog back on the butterfly. So finish the butterfly, and then I think there's something else over here, a bat, to finish the border.
Very nice.
This was done, I think, on 32 as well, eh?
I honestly don't know.
I'm pretty
I
sure
guess I
it's
could look at my
32.
thing.
Yeah.
I'll look pretty quickly. It's probably written on the bag.
So,
yeah, 32K.
yeah.
Belfast linen.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very nice. And we also have those Christmas ornaments from Lola Crow.
Yes. I didn't bring that.
No, and I have no idea where that is. That might be one of my missing project bags.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. But I was doing really poorly on it, so I thought I would just redo it. My first one I was doing, that was when I had to go over 2 and I kept going over 3 sometimes or over 1.
Okay.
That's when I was first starting back into cross stitch.
Right.
So.
But they're tiny, so you could use.
Oh, I think so. I'm not worried about it.
This is my Jardin Privé. So I got all 4 of the seasons, and I think I remember showing you. I finished the summer one, which I need to decide if I want to frame or put in a pillow or something. And then I started on the winter one that I'm almost done, that I should get going on.
You could put them in frames, and then like what I was saying with the blueberry person,
yeah,
you could just change it up every solstice.
Very true. So I do have the chart for the spring and the fall that I should start looking at as well. Yeah.
You do have a lot of cross stitch.
I do, and I still have the same like you. I have, I'm not going to show them because she showed them, but I'm still working on the greenhouse oddities, the aquarium, and I'm doing the extraordinary birds that I'm working on the, what do you call it? On the frame. I just want to show this real quick. I started this here too, which is really nice. Last year I started Strawberry Fair. Look how pretty that is. And I also have the Honey Fair. And I thought to gift it to my sister last year, and I never did because I didn't get it done. I just got a beautiful border done with one tiny little flower. So yeah, I thought I brought it with me to Stitch North thinking that I would stitch on it, and I didn't.
It's okay. There was so much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a lot of projects that I guess I've forgotten about, but I have them filed away somewhere, but
yeah, and
I'm not sure even where I filed them away. I was trying to be organized.
You should get, I'm not going to pull them out because that's going to be hard, but I've got a lot of cross stitch charts in here.
Okay. She says.
That I was looking. I was like, oh yeah. I was looking through this. I'm just gonna show this one. This is from Pigeon Coop Designs when he first started. I was like, oh, I gotta do this because that's a cute little squirrel.
It is. Oh, and you were gonna do that for the Smalls Exchange, right?
I think so, and I never did.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe get one of these.
There we are. Yeah.
Patterns. But if you're doing mostly PDF, I kind of like the paper one.
That's good.
Too. Yeah.
It's more like if I have project bags, I need to get a basket or something.
Yeah.
Well, Jane's got a good bag. She has
does.
a bag, and then she has her project bags inside.
Yeah, it kind of like folds. It's like almost like a box almost. Right?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
Yeah.
Look like a picnic bag.
Yeah.
So anyway, something like that. I need to get organized. So we had the night was it? Yeah, it was Saturday night. They provided us with a hamburger. Oh, you're not done yet. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Friday night was the burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went out to eat. Oh, and then Sunday night we made a really good move. We went to the Mandarin restaurant. So 2 of our table mates hadn't been to Mandarin and they didn't know what it was like. And we went and they were like...
Was it Sunday or Saturday that we went to the Mandarin? What did we eat on Sunday?
It was Sunday. We went to the Mandarin.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Saturday.
No, that was the hamburgers. Friday we went to the Indian restaurant.
Sunday everything closed at noon.
Friday we went to, I guess it was Saturday.
Friday was burgers, Saturday was Mandarin.
So Thursday, I guess, when we got there was the Indian restaurant.
Exactly.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. It's something.
First, second, and third. The first night we did, and the second night we did, and then the third night, was pretty much how it went. But we went to the Mandarin, it was fantastic, and it was so funny to see Dory's reaction when she had a Nanaimo bar. So you got to try a Nanaimo bar. And I said, and just imagine, this isn't even representative of a Nanaimo bar. It's probably like a cheap
version
grocery
of it.
store version of it. But she loved it, so we have to see if we can send a recipe for it. Yeah, and then we had the Smalls Exchange. That was Saturday.
Saturday afternoon. So whoever wanted to bring a little Smalls, a little cross stitch small, either modern or traditional, brought it to a table, and if you participated, then when you called your table, you got up to pick a bag from it. So.
Yeah, and it was a mystery. I thought you had to show your stuff on display.
I thought so too.
So I didn't bring a pretty bag. I just brought a bag to carry my thing in.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Anyway, I'll know better next year. So mine was completely anonymous. I just wrote modern on the bag. There was nothing fancy. It was just
but you had a
picture in
beautiful
a frame. Thank you. I didn't even take a picture. I should have taken a picture.
I didn't take one either. But I got this beautiful little pillow. So cross-stitched here and then put together.
And then the fabric on the back was like a cross-stitch fabric. Yeah. And
then I got like a little notion bags as well with this particular fabric. So that was really nice.
That's very pretty.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. I picked this because it's a project bag, but there was no cross-stitch inside, but it was sewn. And I have no idea who the person was who donated. I guess they were anonymous to you.
Yeah.
But it's a really pretty project bag. And the nice thing is it fits my Elizabeth Zimmerman book for my long johns, my longies. So that's in there, and that's where I am now keeping my tights.
Yeah. And you got pin cushions too, I believe.
I did. I'm going to show those. So she made 3 things were inside. So they were quilted, so little pin cushions. Like my hair is on everything. So little pin cushion bags, or pin cushions.
Yeah.
Quilted. So that one. Here's another one. Very pretty. And then a little coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So very pretty.
Yeah.
And I think
that's all. That's all she wrote, folks.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We're going back next year.
For sure.
Yeah. And now we have our stuff to work on. This is almost like the 12 cast-ons.
Yes.
So we have our stuff to work on over the next year. And it was cool because there were some people, when you finish a project, you go up and you ring a bell. So, and then you get a little candy treat when you finish it, and somebody takes a picture of you with your project. Cheers. Yeah, it was awesome. So when one person finished their thing, they started last year at Stitch North, and then they finished this year at Stitch North.
That's
so
a good idea.
It was cool to see.
I think that's what I want to do with the dragonfly one that I showed, because I started it there. So it'd be nice to finish it at Stitch North. So I'll try to get as much as I can, and then at Stitch North finish it, and I get to ring the bell.
That's good. Yeah. So anyway, that was our experience. It was incredible. We're exhausted. We feel like we're hungover. But,
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it was, and we miss our people already. That's the thing.
Our
you wake up and it's like, oh, we can't see them today.
Exactly.
It was a lot of fun. So anyway, now we're back to everyday life.
reality.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll stitch on.
Yes, exactly. And knit on and spin on and
And
spin.
all the things on. Yeah, we will do it. And everybody dance.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. So, anyway, it was excellent. So thank you if you enjoyed today's podcast,
Yes.
please like and subscribe.
Yes, please.
I thank you for joining us and thank you for sitting with us for a little bit to chat with us or listen to us talk all things Stitch
Yes.
North and everything. It was a lot of fun, and I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that.
Thank you very much, and take care, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, bye. Robin and Tiffany.
We got to the wrong city with the right hotel name, so now we have to get back in the car and drive to Brampton, the airport.
We're still in Toronto, apparently.
Yeah. Anyway, right across the street's the airport.
Yeah. All right, take 2. We're going to see if we're at the right hotel. We think we are, because the Timmy's is there, and the IHOP. We're at this right spot. We can see the Stitch Base.